she'll never find you here. And if you let me stay, I'll keep house for you. I'll wash and sew and sweep and cook.
And now it's time for the Captain America Adventure Program, brought to you by Roxxon Motor Oil. Tonight's thrilling tale takes us deep into the heart of the Ardennes Forest, where Hitler's Nazi Guard have ambushed the 107th Infantry and taken Betty Carver, the battalion's beautiful triage nurse, as their hostage.
You lousy Krauts are in big trouble once Captain America gets here.
When I'm through with you, Hitler, you're gonna be seeing stars and stripes.
Nein! You will bow down to the Führer.
Auntie, would you mind changing that?
Oh, you bet.
Time I rained down.
I mean, French beat me out for that part. You lousy Krauts are in big trouble once Captain America gets here. It's better, right?
Thrillingly realistic.
Morning, Rose. Lot of hubbub today, Pay. DC line's hot. Love the hat.
Agent Carter, we just caught a red ball out of D.C. All hands on deck. Meaning cover the phones.
Rose, forward all calls to the briefing room. Covered. Shall we?
Americans have long followed the career of inventor Howard Stark, from boy genius to weapons developer to multi-millionaire. Even more have followed his private life. But his most recent exploits threaten to send this flyboy into a nosedive. Accused of selling weapons to the enemy, the founder of Stark Industries was recently called to Capitol Hill.
May I ask a question?
Not until you answered the question already before this committee.
It's been so long, I don't even remember what it was.
Did you knowingly sell military-grade technology to enemies of the United States?
Not knowingly.
Did you do it unknowingly?
Now, by definition, that would be impossible to answer.
So far, 6 pieces of Stark's technology have turned up either on the black market or in the arsenals of enemy states. He's been waffling on the Hill, treating the whole thing like a joke. Yesterday was the final day of hearings. Stark didn't show. They checked his half a dozen houses and his half a dozen offices. Nothing. So, as of this moment, Howard Stark is not only in contempt of Congress, he's a fugitive from justice. Find him. Squeeze him till he loses his sense of humor. Thompson, your lead.
I'll ground his planes, freeze his bank accounts. There's a girl at First Federal who wants to owe me a favor.
Sir, I really must object.
Why am I not surprised?
I knew Howard Stark during the war. His help was invaluable. He may be a great many things, but he's not a traitor.
We're all aware of your record, Agent. I'm sure being Captain America's liaison brought you into contact with all sorts of interesting people. But the war's over. Let the professionals decide who's worth going after.
Sounds like Carter knew a lot of guys during the war.
What'd you say, Krasinski?
I wasn't talking to you.
You owe the lady an apology.
Oh, you standing up for her now, Susan? Better hurry, I don't have all day. Huh? Oh, okay.
Agent Sousa, about what you just did.
Don't worry about it.
I wish you hadn't.
You're an agent. They treat you like a secretary. I just wanted to...
And I'm grateful. I'm also more than capable of handling whatever these adolescents throw at me.
Yes, ma'am. Doesn't mean I have to like it.
Well, that's another thing we have in common.
Carter. I'm gonna be a little busy with your friend Stark. If you don't mind, these surveillance reports need to be filed, and you're really so much better at that kind of thing.
What kind of thing is that, Agent Thompson? The alphabet? I can teach you. Let's start with words beginning with A.
Thanks, kid. Adios. Auf Wiedersehen. Aloha.
Poor guy. Heard he got his personality shot off in Iwo Jima.
I saw him once at a USO show in Passaic. You could eat him with a spoon.
Yes, I understand he was quite something.
Everything all right, English?
Fine, Angie, if you don't count work.
Boys at the phone company giving you a hard time?
No more than usual. It's just... During the war, I had a sense of purpose, responsibility. But now, I connect the calls, but I never get a chance to make them. Do you know what I mean?
I had an audition today uptown. Took 3 trains. Got 2 bars into Is You Is or Is You Ain't. They gave me the hook. I guess I ain't. We all gotta pay our dues, even if it takes a while.
Miss Carter?
Do I know you?
Oh, we haven't had the pleasure, but we may yet. You're coming with me.
I know. I should have called first. Did you miss me?
They're calling you a traitor.
And I'm calling it a setup.
I have a vault. Had, I should say. Sub-basement of my office. Triple thick, lead line. It was where I kept my bad babies.
Bad babies.
Inventions too dangerous for anyone. Even my friends.
Which begs the question, why invent them at all?
Well, I can't help what I think of.
I can damn well control what I sell. At least I could until last month.
What happened last month?
I was in Monaco. A lovely tax advisor. When I got back, I found a hole under my vault all the way to the sewer.
Somebody cleaned me out. A couple of weeks later, my bad babies, they start turning up on the black market.
But why run? Why not tell the Senate the truth, ask for their help?
Apparently, it's not too big a jump to see me cutting a hole in my own vault and making some money on the sly.
Really?
I'm just considering all the angles. Seems you have a lot of them.
Now that's the Peggy Carter I need.
For what?
To clear my name.
You can't be serious.
I try not to be. Sometimes it just slips out anyway.
Oh, come on, Peg. You know darn well I didn't do this. Which means the SSR is looking for the wrong guy. I want to find the right guy. I'm gonna need someone on the inside, someone I can trust. And Peg?
There's no one I trust more than you.
Howard, you're asking me to become a traitor in order to prove you're not one. You do see the irony.
Come on, Peg. I know they're not using you right over there. You want a mission that matters? This is it. My technology in the hands of some nut that wants to be the next Red Skull. You have no idea how bad that could be. Right now, you're the only one that can stop that. Here's good. Kill the lights. When you're not humiliating him, that fellow up there's my butler, Edwin Jarvis. He'll help you in any way he can. I owe you one, pal.
Nice to see you too, Howard. The next time you approach a woman in a dark alley, you might introduce yourself.
Well, I shall endeavor to remember that, provided my concussion isn't too severe. Should you need me, call any time before 9.
What happens at 9?
My wife and I go to bed. 7 o'clock, Sherry. 8 o'clock, Benny Goodman. 9 o'clock, bed.
You're new to espionage, aren't you?
Far from it. Last summer, I caught the cook pocketing the good spoons. What now, Miss Carter?
Now, I go to work.